They gave an explanation for why they're keeping Jimmy. Did you understand it and do you buy it?
What was the explanation?
Okay, they said that they would have been open to getting rid of Jimmy earlier, but they just did so great in free agency and brought back so many of their own guys that they're now better than they expected to be. And they got to have a veteran quarterback just in case because they're so good. That was part of what they said, right?
Okay, they do need a veteran quarterback. They absolutely do. Whether it should be Jimmy, I got a lot of doubts about that, Iggy, and I know you do too. But let's say they believe Jimmy can be okay for a while. I disagree with them, but at least it's reasoning. There's reasoning there. Am I allowed to say what I think they really should do, or are we waiting on that?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. They're saying, as far as I understood it, because remember, they were talking all around it. And, it's interesting. Shanahan never uses anyone's name.
Ever.
But Lynch knows everybody's name.
Hey, man.
It is so. Did he take a course so
yes.
you make sure to use everybody's name? I mean, I appreciate it, but yes. It's so different how they are. So okay. They're saying that Jimmy is the starter. Okay. Mm-hmm. He's the starter, but they're going to bring in Mr. X. Mm-hmm. And Mr. X is because if Jimmy gets hurt or a year from now or a decade from now, after Jimmy wins 7 Super Bowls, maybe this guy will play. Come on. Yeah. Here's what they should do. They should not say Jimmy is the starter because he hasn't earned it. In fact, he's flopped. Mm-hmm. Some of it is not his fault. He got hurt, but being hurt is bad. You got to be able to play. If I were coaching that team, I would bring him into the room and say, look, it's an open competition. And I would announce it to the media. It's an open competition. Let Jimmy know what it feels like not to have it gifted to him. It's an open competition. And in training camp, you're going to split reps 50-50. And we'll make a decision after the preseason games, after all these practices. We'll say who the starting quarterback is and let Jimmy know what that feels like and let the kid know what it feels like. Do you agree with that?
I do. I want to talk about the quarterback competition in a minute. But the idea that the Niners traded all these picks for a quarterback that they're going to sit on the bench for a year, that's not going to happen. I mean, I could understand that they might feel like, maybe he may not be ready week 1. Maybe he just won't be ready week 1. Fine. Let him sit for a month, maybe 2. But he can't sit the whole rookie year. That's ridiculous. You just traded half a decade's worth of picks. He has to play.
Iggy, he does have to play unless, I'm being serious now, unless Jimmy turns into something like Mahomes.
Sure.
Jimmy is undefeated. I mean, we don't know what the future is. Maybe Jimmy will get a bee in his bonnet. He'll all of a sudden become as keen as Steve Young was, okay? Yeah. Or Joe Montana was. And all of a sudden he'll be undefeated and then he's earned it. So I say that's a possibility, a 15% possibility, but it's a possibility. So they've brought this guy in to take over if Jimmy is not good enough or gets hurt. But I think it's fair for Jimmy to have an opportunity if he's doing well.